everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leia and this is Budget with Leia. Today we're going to be doing my cash unstuffing for week 1 and week 2 of October. So I spent quite a lot of money. A good chunk of that is because of my car, so it is what it is. It is done, it's fixed, we're good. But it was a bit annoying, obviously, but I had the money to cover it. I just fully funded my car maintenance fund, so everything's good. Okay, so let's get into the actual month, and we're gonna go back to September 1st. Okay, so quick story here. On the 16th, yeah, I put a little dot to remember. I was in a tiny fender bender, and as in like, there's mostly paint job, and like, that's it. Because both of our cars were going like 2 miles an hour in the parking lot, you know? So that happened on the 16th, and I was able to pick up my car from the repair shop. So my portion was $501. So, oh, that's my cat. $501, that is my deductible. My deductible was $501. My total bill for the expenses, for example, if I had not had insurance or insurance hadn't paid their part, was almost $2,000. It was just shy of $2,000, like 100 or so shy of $2,000. So I couldn't imagine paying $2,000 for that. I would have just left it. I would have been like, nah, we good. The tail light's fine. But it is what it is. So that was on the 29th. I got my car back in the evening. In the morning, I took my nephew to go see the new Paw Patrol movie. Well, I actually went with my mom as well. She paid for her ticket, but I paid for my nephew's ticket. And it was his first movie experience. Oh my gosh, my cat. One sec. What was I saying? Oh, it was his first movie experience. First time in the movie theater. I went ahead. I told him, like, hey, we're going to go watch a movie. We're going to have to go to this place. We're going to sit down. It's going to be a really big screen. I told him it was a really, really big TV, so he would understand what I meant by screen. And he was like, okay, he was excited. And I told him that we were going to have popcorn and I was going to get him some juice, and he got super excited about the popcorn. The only time he did like scream wasn't because he was sad or annoyed or mad or anything. He was just so excited that the Paw Patrol movie was starting because he was watching all the like ads and stuff. And, once it announced it was starting, he was like, Auntie, it's starting, Paw Patrol! And like he let out like the scream of like excitement, and I was like, alright, chill, like it's great to be excited, but you can't be screaming in the movie theater. But overall it was great. So my sister and my mom were worried about how things were gonna go, right? It's the first time he's in a movie theater. We're not sure if he's gonna understand what we mean by like sitting down and watching a movie, all that stuff. The potty breaks, if he needed potty breaks, the food situation, he was gonna sit down and not have to like run around. It was like we were wondering. Overall, he sat down, he listened to what I had to say, he ordered his food, he ate his popcorn, drank his juice, and at the end he was like, all right, we're done. Like it was great. But my movie tickets, I bought myself and I movie tickets, and that was $23.49. And then I did end up, purchasing both food for me, him, and then my mom. So that was $58.53, and that does include a tip. So that was everything that I had on the 29th. And then on the 30th, I went to the grocery store, which is Target, and I spent $141.18. So that was my two purchases for September, which I've included into this first and second weeks of October. So let's go into the actual October side. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think that's it. Yeah, those 4 days were no spend days. I was off this day, and then the other few days I was just chilling. It was nice, and I didn't want to look at like Etsy shops. I didn't want to do any of that because I didn't want to buy a bunch of stuff, but I eventually did on a different day. But it is what it is. But I was good. I was happy about this very consecutive 4 no spend days. I was chilling. And then on the 5th, I did a bit of shopping. So I got hooked. I got hooked. So for the longest time, I've been wanting to buy just more clothes for myself. Mostly, I'm trying to go down this like list of things that I need. So first is like bras and panties, and then after that like t-shirts, and then after that pants or shorts or whatever. So I'm trying to do what's most important right now. What do I need immediately or in the next couple months versus can I wait a little bit longer? So that was what Target was. I ended up spending some money on clothes for myself, and that was $43.17. Now the Etsy purchase was something that I was trying to see if I wanted or not. So I ended up spending $115.83 on an Etsy shop from Lynn Wins Budgets. Lynn Wins Budgets. I think that's correct. I'll link in the description. But she has these envelopes, these cash envelopes that she made, and they're Halloween themed. And I remember the first time I saw them like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago now, even more. I remember thinking, I want those, right? Immediately, impulsively, I was like, I want those. And then I was like, all right, calm down. I don't need it. And then after like 2-ish weeks of saying that, I finally sat down and I was like, is this something I want? Yes. Is this something I need? No. Can I afford it even though it is a want? Yes. So I decided to buy myself new envelopes. And that's kind of what happened. That's kind of what it went to. And yeah, that was $115.83. But because of this, the next day I was like, oh crap, I shouldn't be spending this much money. And I didn't want to. And I didn't. But then I did spend a lot of money on Saturday. So it is what it is. This 2 weeks were pretty high spend days. Or high spend weeks. So Saturday, I bought a lot of Christmas presents. That's pretty much what happened that day. So I've been making my Christmas lists. Trying to figure out who I was going to actually buy for, what the budget was for each person. And then I started looking at, and writing down what things they like, just to have an idea of what to search for, etc. So the easiest ones to do are my 2 nephews. So I bought gifts for my nephews. So I bought $191.31 on Amazon. And then on Target, I bought $107.55. So my budget for each of them was $150. And overall, I actually did spend less combined. I spent a little bit less than $300 in total. I think one of them was $140 that I spent, and one of them was $159. So it's a little bit like off, but one of them technically still has one more present than the other. It is what it is. But that's those 2 Christmas purchases really. So that's gonna come out of Christmas, not really personal spending. And then on Target, I did end up spending $24.49 on personal spending. And I don't even know what I bought. I can't remember. I know what these 2 are. I can't remember what these ones are. It's all combined into one purchase, so I can't remember. And then my full bill came out that day, so that's fine. Okay. On the 8th, I decided to get donuts for my family, and that was $26.21. But I will say the next 4 days were no spend days. I finally was like, okay, I don't need to buy any stuff. I'm good. Maybe next 2 weeks, I don't even know how I'm going to do, to be honest. I don't know. I've been thinking about buying more Christmas presents. I'm trying to figure out what I want to buy for my sister's birthday, because that's also coming up, and I just want to make sure I have enough time for it to to order and get it delivered and etc. So I'm thinking ahead of time there. So yeah, it's a lot of spending. Really a lot of spending. So you'll see everything I need to pull. And in total, I had 9 no spend days for both weeks. Okay, so these are the transactions for week 1 and then week 2. All of them were credit card transactions. The first week I spent $883.20, and then the second week I spent $349.56. In total, I spent $1,232.76. Now $500 of this is for the car maintenance. So really I spent $732.76 on groceries, personal spending, Christmas gifts, etc. As a total, it's really high, but if I hadn't had that car maintenance, it would have been significantly less. So I did go ahead and write the totals for some of these expenses just because I didn't want to do it on camera. So let me actually start unstuffing everything and see where we're at and update our balances. Okay, so let's start off with groceries. Groceries, I spent $141. So I gave myself $150, so I should have 9 left. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, and then 41. So yeah, $141 going to the bank to pay off that credit card, and I should have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 left. All right, gas. I'm spending money in gas. Spending. Okay, spending. Let's do spending last because that's gonna be taken out of different envelopes. Eating out, I spent $85, and I ended up adding. Sorry for that. Sorry for the pause there. My automatic cat feeder. I usually film around this time, so it always goes off. I gave myself $100 and I spent 85. So 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. It's gonna go to the bank. And I have $15 left over in eating out, which is a surprise because I thought I would spend all of it. Miscellaneous. No, we're gonna go back to spending later, just because I want to get everything else out first. So that's groceries, eating out, car maintenance. Okay, so car maintenance. Okay, so cart maintenance. I know my, what's it called? My total purchase or total transaction for cart maintenance was 501, but I'm just gonna unstuff 500 because I really don't want to take out just $1. Today is the 12th, I think. So we're not gonna worry about that. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 81. So that should be left over, and this should be $500. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 5. Okay, so this is $500. And I think what I did also is, or I'm not taking out 501, I'm taking $500 out of car maintenance, and then that extra dollar is coming from a different place, and I can't remember where it's coming from, to be honest, but it's coming out of somewhere else. It's just $1. So I'm left with 3,000, and then 20, 40, 60, 81. So $3,100 left still in car maintenance. Okay, so next up is Christmas. Okay, so Christmas is gonna be, ooh, I'm gonna have to go get some placeholders, just remembered. So today's the 12th, and we're taking out 300, so that is 820. So give me 1 second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is exchange this 1,000 for some of these placeholders. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is still the same $1,000. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to take out 300. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put it in the back just so I know that that's part of the money that needs to be unstuffed. And I'm left with 5, 6, 7, $800 still in the bank, and then 20. So this is still in my high yield savings account. Although 700 of that is actually for this year's Christmas, $100 is for next year's Christmas, or 120 really. Trying to figure out how to keep track of that moving forward. I don't know, we'll see. But hopefully that made sense. I'm pretty much just making sure that I'm only taking out $300 from my high yield savings account for Christmas. That's what I'm doing with the prop money. Okay, so, oh my gosh. I don't know if that made sense. Next up is officially my spending money. So, let's see. Spending, yeah. So in spending I spent, it was a total of $207. Now, I did give myself more money in spending with one of my savings challenges, but I believe that's not going to be enough. So let's actually see how much is in here. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So there's a total of $80 in here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the dollars. I don't know if I want to take miscellaneous yet. I want to see how much money I have in my, actually. So I put the extra money for my savings challenges in my rollover binder just so I wouldn't have to carry all this money. So let's see how much money I actually gave myself. Gave myself 58, so I have $82 in here. So if I combine these, which hopefully it's going to be enough, but I doubt it. Let's see how much money we actually have. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2. So it's 162. So that's 40, 38, 38 plus 7. I need 45 more dollars from somewhere. So I'm going to actually zero this out because I'm taking all this money out. So 0, or not taking out 0, taking out 58, whatever, 0. So taking money from here. So my spending envelope is back at 0. Trying to decide if I want to take it out of miscellaneous. I don't have enough money in my miscellaneous, so. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it out of YouTube. Because a good chunk of this purchase was cash envelopes, which is technically for YouTube. So anything that I need for YouTube, even though it's not really a need, I'm going to take it out of YouTube. So let's see how much money we even have in here. 55. Oh, wow, perfect. So 10, 12. I believe I need 45, so that should leave 10. So I'm going to leave $10 in here. Oh. And then I'm going to give this cash account one last time just to make sure that's exactly what I need. So let's see. Okay, so this would be 207 if I did my math right. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, perfect. Good, 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 good. All right, so that's what we did. We're just going to take it out of YouTube. I can replenish YouTube easily, so I'm not really too worried about that. So let's put this all in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is count all of this money up and make sure that it's $1,233. Now, $300 that is in prop money. So, 1, 2, 3, 300. 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. All right, so that's $1,000 in there. So this should be $233. So 20, 40, 60, 81. So that's 1,100. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and then 200. So 1,200. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Everything is done correctly. Okay, so that is $1,233 going back into my checking account to pay off all the credit card transactions. Again, a lot of money, but I can cover it. You know, it's not going to sit in my credit card and earn interest or anything. On the contrary, a lot of this money gave me about, I think $30 or so in cash back. So that's great. That's going to be part of my next budget. I think it's like $28 actually. All right, so that is it. It was quite a big cash unstuffing for these past 2 weeks, but that is a-okay. I was able to cover it. No holding credit card balances or anything. So everything's going to be paid off once I deposit this money into the bank. So that's exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye.